Good morning. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Dennis Grant, the Executive Director of United Rehabilitation Services, and we really wanted to take this opportunity to chat with you a little bit about where we're at this point and some of the exciting things going on and some of the things that we're facing in the future. So thanks for joining us. It's been almost 33 weeks since we reopened back in early April after being closed for about 4 weeks totally. And we have been able to make tremendous progress, but of course the struggle continues. But we have put in place very extensive protocols to keep all of the clients, their families, and our staff safe. We are screening everyone, including families, twice a day, and all of our staff. And here we are almost 33 weeks later, and yet to have one positive COVID-19 coronavirus case between the hundreds of clients we serve as well as our employees. So we are blessed with that fact, and we hope to be able to continue that for a long time into the future. But it's really necessary for us to be extremely vigilant every day. And, we have tried to take every measure possible, and thanks to the generosity of Harold and Mary Reek, we actually are going to be installing a new ultraviolet C lamp system in all 15 of our roof units so that we can purify the air even more. And it's known to kill as much as 90%, 99% of viruses, including COVID-19. So we're very eager to get that installed in the near future to do an even better job of keeping our people safe. So just for a quick update, our youth services program, we have really been pleased with how that's gone. Everyone has been very happy to have their children back, and we've kept them all very safe. And we are providing lots of exciting programming in there. We're currently only at about 50% capacity. However, our state to client ratio is about 2 to 3 times what the state requires. And our recent licensure unannounced survey showed that we are doing an excellent job of not just programming, but keeping those kids safe and healthy every day, thanks to our nurses and therapists on site, of course, too. But unfortunately, even though we could potentially bring some additional kids in, we do have some openings in our preschool program. Many of our families are staying home, working from home, or may have lost their jobs. So we really have not had anyone attempt to enroll of late. We have had several people enroll in October and early November, but at this point, things have really come to kind of a stalemate. But we're eager to see that improve. We do have a lot going on in our adult services program. Currently, we have about 58 adults enrolled, which is about 40% of our normal enrollment. And adult services have been doing all kinds of great things. We try to be out of doors as much as possible. We try to provide lots of exciting opportunities. But it's still a huge restriction that the state has placed on us in terms of no groups larger than 8 individual clients with 2 staff. And the cost of providing that 1 to 4 and sometimes 1 to 3 staff to client ratio is tremendous. Our telehealth therapy services, therapies have actually been providing in-clinic care to about 120 individuals, plus we're still providing telehealth services at home for about 10 to 12 individuals. And that number is actually expanding right now. As we've found with the growing number of positive COVID-19 cases in our community, we've made a determination that as many people as we can, we are putting back on telehealth therapy services. Actually, some of the individuals are a great success story you'll see in one of our constant contact e-blasts soon, talking about how one of the individuals is actually making much more progress in telehealth than they did coming to the clinic, which is phenomenal. So we're happy to be able to offer that option and to keep our kids and our staff and as well as their families safe. But with winter weather coming on, we're concerned about the need to start opening up our waiting room and not having people sit in the parking lot for an hour or two if they have back-to-back therapy appointments for their child. So challenges continue to come up on a daily basis in terms of how do we manage this new environment. Employment Services actually has had a great year. We had a wonderful summer youth program. But you know what's incredible is we've actually gotten 75 individuals jobs in the community this year. And they have made tremendous progress in helping these individuals know how to go into the community, to work safely, to use their personal protective equipment. You know, the training and the videos that our RN has put together for our clients and their families to be sure that they're prepared to go to work in a safe manner when they're out there. And the same thing for our job coaches who are still going out in the field and supporting those individuals. But we're very excited about the fact that we actually will be opening a new program after the first of the year called the URS Academy, which is a new structured vocational training program. And that, I think, will be a real leap in terms of filling that continuum of care between what we provide in terms of pre-vocational training during our day program and our second shift vocational training program, and really that transition to community-based employment. So we're very excited about that, and we hope to be launching that right after the first of the year. And we've been working with Montgomery County Board of Developmental Disabilities to open the doors for many of the people out there. You know, we have increased technology in all of our program spaces, and as a result of the CARES Act and money available through Montgomery County, we have been able to put large screen interactive display units in all of the adult program spaces and in many of the children's spaces, as well as big screen TVs that we can attach laptops to. So we've been having the UD art therapy students zooming into the classroom every week. Artistry in Motion, AIM, which is a rhythmic motion and movement program. We've had a new agreement that we've kind of gone virtual. Thanks to the Dayton Performing Arts Alliance, the Muse Machine, and others, we now have, let's see, we've got the Muse Machine has a dancer coming in. We've got, they'll be zooming into both adult and youth classes. And we also have operatic performances. We've got symphony. We've got lots of opportunities for the ballet to create an opportunity for performing arts to come to the individuals we serve, both young and old. And that's thanks to PNC as well as the Ohio Arts Council. So we really are appreciative of that. But before I go on, you know, we're coming up at the end of the year, and you know, our perennial telethon on WDTN is coming up on December the 6th, Sunday, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Much of that is going to be virtual, but we will be providing an opportunity for everyone to learn more about some of these exciting things I've just described to you. But we have a couple of ambassadors, and at our last town hall, you got to meet Josh Ty and his mother, Jody. Today, I wanted to introduce Erica Curry, who is the aunt of our young ambassador, Tyon. Good morning. Erica, you know, we really appreciate you taking time out to come join us today. You know, we're very excited about the fact that Tyon is making a lot of progress, but can you describe just some of the challenges that he faces and how URS has been able to help him?
Well, Tyon, he was in the hospital for 8 months of his life. He was born with a diaphragmatic hernia, meaning that he doesn't have the diaphragm to hold his intestines and organs in place. So he had to have surgery to get that corrected. So as a result of that, he was in the hospital. He also has issues with feeding, so he has a feeding tube, and then he also has issues with swallowing as well. And then he also has developmental delays as a result of being in the hospital for that long. And so URS helps him with all of those things, and also his therapies, which is like speech and occupational therapy and physical therapy. So they're helping him develop. And he's been there since he was 8 months.
Yeah, he's been here for a while, and we're glad to see the progress. And I know you've mentioned several times how important it is for someone who's taking care of a young child, and you have other children as well, and not to have to worry about sitting in waiting rooms 2 or 3 nights a week for him to get all those therapies. So we're very fortunate that we're able to offer those on site. And we certainly appreciate everything that you do to partner with us to make it possible for Tyan to make all that progress. You know, some of the goals I know he's working on right now, and he's doing really well. Can you say a few words about that?
Well, his goals right now, we want to get him walking, we want to get him talking, and eating. So those are some of the goals that he's working on right now. He has come a long way because when he first came to URS, he wasn't doing anything. So from like all of his developmental milestones have occurred there at URS. They helped him along.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and thanks for your confidence and trust in our programs. And we look forward to seeing you and Tyan on December 6th on Channel 2. We hope
Thank
everybody will
you.
join us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Bye,
Okay,
Erica.
bye-bye.
Well, you know, I tell you, it's great that we're able to offer these incredible services and that comprehensive approach to being able to address the needs of children with G-tube feedings, with breathing treatments, with seizure monitoring, and managing behavioral issues. You know, I think that the fact that many of the parents who come here really have nowhere else to turn. You know, there are very few child care centers who are able to accommodate the needs of children like Tyan and others. So we are always committed to making sure that we can make those services available to those families whenever they're in need. Well, thank you all for joining us. You know, sustaining these services is so critical, and we've been really fortunate that we've made a lot of progress, but still overall, we're only at about 60% capacity. We still have a long way to go to get back to what we would consider to be anywhere near normal. And the coming year, putting together a budget for 2021 with some of the challenges we face, and the fact that literally we are going to see about an 80 to 90% reduction in overall subsidies from the state for child care and for adult day programming that have really helped to keep us afloat, as well as the generosity of this community, the many grants and personal contributions that have been made that have helped us keep moving forward. And we deeply appreciate that. But you know, there are many ways that you can help. We certainly hope you'll tune in to hear those great stories of success for all of the individuals we serve on December the 6th. If you'd like to contribute in the meantime, certainly you can go to our website at any point, or you can text URS to 24365. That's text the letters URS to 24365. And that will link you to a secure site so you can make your donation now. We certainly appreciate that. You know, we're very grateful for you, and we wanted to share a quick video that some of our clients participated in, talking about how thankful and grateful they are for URS. So join me in that.
What are you thankful for here at URS?
The swing, my friends, and basketball.
What about dancing, Adam?
Yeah,
Are you
that-
thankful for
that's
coming here and being able to dance?
mm-hmm.
Are you thankful for coming to URS?
Yes.
You like coming here with your brother?
Yes.
Thankful for the URS is open now that I'm in here and out of the house, and thank you for letting me come here.
Josh, why do you love URS?
It's fun and I like our new nature area.
What do you like about URS, Aubrey?
Miss Carrie, because she always reads the books I like when it's story time.
What do you like to do at URS?
I'm playing with Taylor and Kinsley.
What do you do? What do you play?
Coloring.
Coloring. What do you do outside?
Play.
Do you like to learn your ABCs?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm thankful for URS.
Thank you all for joining us today. You know, if you do have any immediate questions, feel free to chat them. Also, if you are interested in finding other ways you can support URS and the individuals we serve every day, you can always go to our Amazon wish list. There's a link in the chat box below, so you can certainly check that out. But there are lots of ways to get involved. You know, with the holidays coming, we're trying to come up with some creative activities and kits and materials for programming for our adults and our kids. So if you wanted to donate books or any of the supplies that we need, you can certainly look at our Amazon wish list for that. Also, you know, as I mentioned, there's lots of virtual activities. So if you have a particular talent, hidden or not, if you'd like to sing, if you'd just like to read a few books, if you want to, you know, play Santa and join the kids and adults virtually, we'd certainly love for you to get involved later on. Just let us know. You can contact Laura Davenport, our volunteer coordinator, and you can find her contact information on our website. So let me see if we have any questions. We have one. What services do you see staying virtual once the pandemic is over? You know, actually, there are a couple of things. We are very pleased that the insurance carriers, including Medicaid and Medicare, have extended the opportunity to provide telehealth services. So for those children who become ill, who are just medically fragile and can't come into the clinic for therapy services or post-surgically, they can still benefit from telehealth therapy at home. And we hope that that's something we can continue well into the future. I think that's a tremendous solution because, you know, our typical no-show cancellation rates for those kids in our therapy program, because many of them have complex conditions, is about 25 to 30%. And during this pandemic, it's actually gotten worse in some ways. We actually have 4 adults that are out on basically 2-week quarantines right now, because they've been exposed to someone who was positive for COVID-19 coronavirus. And during those periods, we can provide in-home virtual services and provide an opportunity for them to hopefully avoid some of the social isolation and the feeling of just the anxiety that comes with that and depression at times. So, you know, we feel like virtual services are a thing of the future and not just for now. I don't see any other questions, but if you certainly have any questions, feel free to call me, to email us. You can certainly reach out at any time. In the meantime, we hope you all stay safe and healthy and stay in touch. And we'll see you on December 6th. Thank you.